People ask me about my story, about how I lost my leg. Well, losing a leg wasn't a choice of mine, it was from birth. When I was 3 months of age, I began having a series of surgeries that culminated at the age 11. I was in Shriners, Chicago's hospital for children, and that's when they amputated. The loss of my leg felt like a loss of myself. I can remember they were asking me, what will I become? What would you like to be when you're older? And everything that I said I wanted to be, I had people who tell me, you'll never be that. I've had a lot to try to overcome. Mostly, it was head trash, stuff that people told me about myself. And so I decided I would prove everyone wrong and decided to go out for every sport. The first sport I went after was basketball because I thought if I could just prove myself against those able-bodied kids, if I could prove myself against those that they thought were great, if I could somehow dominate those guys, if I could turn my passion and everything I wanted to be and show that I was equal to them, I would find validation, I would find acceptance. I tried out for the team and I was cut. Not because I couldn't play basketball, but because they did drills that went lateral, and that's where my movement was weak. The coach then had us do a mile and gave us a time in order to beat that. I wasn't prepared for it, and so I failed. The way I was set up and the way I'm lined up, the way I live. I decided that every morning I would get up and I'd run a mile. Every morning I'd try to make that team. So the year comes around, the next year for me to try to make that team. And everything that he had used to cut me, everything that showed my shortcomings, everything that showed that I wasn't enough, that's what I perfected. And then finally, when it came time for them to make the team, the last day we're doing these drills, running back and forth, and man, I'm defiant. I will not bend over. I'm not going to throw up. I'm not going to quit. Every time he'd say, here's another time to run, he'd blow his whistle. I stood up and I put my hands on my hips in defiance. And at that very moment, though, when I was running one last lap, I dislocated my kneecap. It was like every dream I ever had got taken away from me. It was ripped out of my hands, ripped out of my heart. That disappointment then, I thought was going to be the end of me, but there was always somebody telling me I could be more and do more. And I'm thankful for those family members that were there for me. I buried all those dreams that night, that day. And then at 45, I decided I was going to wear shorts for the first time in my life, unapologetically. I wanted them to see that I'd finally overcome all that head trash or what they said I couldn't be. So I began to lift. I began to run. I got in my first marathon. I've done all these things because I'm no longer bound by the disability of what they said about me. I am an amputee. I am an athlete. I believe in everything that they've said about me. They said I couldn't be, and I decided I would be. There's more to you. This is how you build your house. This is how you overcome. You bottle up everything they say about you, and you pour open that can of prove them wrong on everything you do.